Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about pretty much swing trading, how to grow an account, how to get started with swing trading, how to build an account, how to pretty much swing trade, entries, exits, risk management. How do you look at opportunity? When do you buy? When do you sell? So I hope you guys all enjoy this. If you guys do, hit that like button, subscribe, and guys, check out our school. For those of you that want to take that next step forward for swing trading, check out our school. It's called the Swing Trading Masterclass. Private live streams, quizzes, group chat, lectures, all that good stuff. But more importantly, we actually teach you how to trade. So check it out down below. You guys can use code Halloween to get 50% off. So check it out. I'll see you guys in there. It's awesome. And let's jump into this. So today here was a very good day here. We obviously, for those of you that aren't in the Discord group in our community, I took a day trade here on AMD. AMD here, one of the reasons why we took a day trade rather than a swing trade is because today is AMD's earnings report. So you guys can see today after hours, it does look like they reported a bad earnings, causing the stock to sell off a little bit, right? Down about 7%. So why did we day trade this thing? So one of the things here that I first saw with this stock here is this nice trend here. At the time, we didn't have this big green or red candlestick. We had just this heavy support on this trend line. The stock sold off. We got an excellent fill at the 159 area, right in that range. The stock has rallied its way up here. What we were actually doing here, if we go to like a lower time frame, is we were just letting this stock ride its way up, right? Now, now as of right now here, the stock did sell off, but the reason why we entered, it was super undervalued on the RSI. We wanted to take a trade. It had some support there. Undervalued RSI, rallied its way up here. We set our stop loss in the 162 area. And yeah, we could have made more money, but I didn't want to hold it too long just because I know the first couple hours in the market is the most volatile. Often we'll have more buying pressure there. And then the stock rallied its way up and it's been performing very good here. Now, another thing here with this one, is like I said, there's a huge difference between day trading and swing trading. Day trading, we're in and out of this trade. I held it for probably an hour. I made about $300 or $400 off it, which is great. Now, obviously, if I would have continued to held that trade, I would have been up, a little bit of money. But then the earnings came out. For me, I never want to hold a stock during an earnings. Very rare will I ever do it. The last time we did it was with Tesla, and I know that was recently, but before then it was like months. It's a very risky time to hold a stock. So at least for me, I never hold a stock through an earnings report. Now, TXN, here is another stock that we are in on, and it's had a great day today, right? Up almost 3%. The stock had that heavy support here on this trend line, so it's been doing very well. We had a good fill. We got in on that about $200. It's up to about $10 a share. I'll take that all day long here. All right. I noticed almost every stock on your watch list has a bad RSI. So looking at it, some of them do. At least this one does. But like even this right now, if you're catching that wave on that upward momentum, I do think it's a little different in my opinion. But, the biggest thing is just, getting in on momentum, getting in on these breakouts. With NTRA, the stock popped up, was doing obviously very well here. So this would have been another great move. Even if you sacrifice a little bit of a higher RSI, you could be getting in on a more confirmation rather than a lower price, if that makes sense. So the risk is if you get in on a higher RSI, the risk is obviously it could sell off a little bit. The upside to it is it's already above resistance levels. So there's a lot more room to go comparing if you get in on the RSI where it's super undervalued, it's very, very affordable. it still has a lot more resistance levels to go through. So both are good. It just depends on how you want to manage your risk with the position. And if you guys are watching here, make sure you guys go check out for those of you that don't know, we just announced a new channel, my wife and I. It's called FAR Digital Media, where we talk about other ways to make money online other than stocks, like affiliate marketing, opening up an Etsy shop, all that good stuff. So subscribe, put it in there. And for everybody that subscribes, guys, you guys are going to be entered in for a giveaway for a trading journal. So check it out down below. And we'll do the giveaway. We'll probably do it once a week and every Friday, if that sounds good to you guys. So check that out, subscribe, and another position here that Star was wondering about was CL, ticker symbol CL here. So let's pull it up. We've traded this one in the past here. That's what's crazy about this here. So sold off, it looks like due to that earnings, right? So we could have a nice little gap to fill in here. So we could have that gap to fill. Right now, RSI is at a 27. So let's look at the hourly and see how we are looking. Hourly does look like there is some decent support in this range here. Right, decent support in here. So this is where one of those plays where you could be getting in on where the RSI is a little cheaper, but there's some risk, right? The risk is, let me show you. Let me break it down. All right, so long position. All right, so if we got in here, we could keep our stop loss. We probably would want to keep it below that $94. So, the 93.20 range would be good. So the issue though is the resistance, right? We could see resistance at that 90-day, that 200-day, and then obviously price resistance up here, at these levels. So there's about 3 resistance levels in sight before we could get a squeeze going higher. That is one of the issues with this, right? Compared to if you get in on some sort of breakout, it just has a little bit less resistance levels and possibly more room to run. So the approach I would have with this one, let's set our stops a little tighter, and we'll try to take profit at the 200-day. 2-to-1 risk and reward. You're risking $1 to make $2 for a return of 3%. That would be the approach you could have with this. But it's a good trade. It's just let's see here. Yeah, not too bad. It's been probably about over a year span before we had sell off down below these moving average lines. So let's see here. So yeah, the move would be the hourly or the daily 90-day. That's the approach I would have. I was thinking about getting into TPX. Let's pull it up. But the breakout didn't look good. Right. Okay. Yeah. So this here right now does look like, what's it doing after hours? Nothing much here. So if you got in, I can see what you're saying, where it's having just a harder time breaking above the 200-day. So the approach now, at least for this one, would be to either see some consolidation, or if tomorrow, if that just say it breaks out above it, you'd want it to kind of curl down and you could get in on the entry in this level, but have the stock have a couple candlesticks above that 200-day. That would be a good approach as well, to be honest, because then you have more confirmation. You have a couple, moves above it, and then, yeah. And the thing is too, right? The thing is too is we do have a couple of resistance levels there, but. Yeah, I mean, it's a decent one. If you're starting out, I wouldn't go super heavy in on a position like this, but yeah, I mean, like NTRA has been a great move here. ADMA, this one here, looking at the hourly, looked really, really nice here, and you guys can see that it's kind of it popped up kind of like that other one that like TPX, right? It popped up, sold off, didn't really get a couple candlesticks above it. Now you guys can see it popped up, was up there for a minute. So now throw an alert down here, or just keep this thing on watch, where if it dips down, you could get in, you know, at 1650, set your stops below 16, risk 50 cents to see this thing possibly squeeze back up to like 20 or 19. You know, that would be a good move on this. This is ADMA. Is Moomoo's paper trading free and not on a time limit like TOS? Yeah, so this is, it's one, Moomoo's paper trading is free. It's real time, and it is a great system that they have. And I'll put Moomoo in the where are we at? I have so many. I get so many websites or like links up. Let me see. So I'll put it in for you guys so you guys can sign up. But yeah, so if you guys are watching, make sure you guys check out. We just released a second channel. I told everyone earlier how to make money online. I put it in the chat. It's called Far Digital Media. It's my wife and I's new YouTube channel. We're super excited, and don't worry, it's not going to affect this channel. Obviously, this is my favorite, but it's something that we're going to do for fun. You know, we talk about how to make money online, how to build websites, stuff like that, other than stocks and investing and stuff like that. What do you think about, what platform are you using? Right here, this is Moomoo. So that's the link I just put in, right in there. 20 free stocks you guys can get for signing up. What do you think about shorting Tesla? Let's see here, TSLA. So Tesla short here. I mean, for sure. Let's see here. I mean, so the approach, I get what you're saying with the short, right? So you can see the heavy resistance up here, right? So you'd start your short. All right, we can draw it out for you guys. So if you entered here, you'd want to put your stop. I probably put it at like 280 and make sure you have a stop, because things could go south very quick. So we'll do like here, right in that range. So that's the approach I would take if you're gonna short. You know, entering there, stop loss just below some of these, or above some of these levels. I'm so used to being above. So you want to keep that stop above these resistance so we can get more sell off in that range. And I do think if we can get a dip down here, you know, we could get this gap to fill right here. I think it could happen, honestly. The RSI right now is at a 61. You know, and the thing about Tesla though is Tesla's considered a growth stock. So, you know, it does trade a little higher on the RSI, which is normal. But the last time it was trading for a 60 was in here where we had good sell off. We're in here where we had good sell off. Just kind of looking a little bit in here. I mean, so yeah, I mean, it could be a good trade. Just make sure you guys set your stop losses with shorts. Shorts are incredibly risky, shorting, because, you know, I know I've said it, but I'm going to continue to say it. Imagine you guys buy a stock at $1. The worst that can happen is that stock goes to zero and you're out $1. Now, compared to shorting a stock, if you short a stock at $1 and it goes to $2, you're out $1. If it goes to $3, you're out $2. If, you know, and off $1 stock. So the issue is make sure you set your stops. Make sure you do your due diligence, because it's all incredibly important. Obviously, anytime you trade, it's important, but especially, I'm telling you, especially with shorting. I've seen accounts get blown because they try to short. So, but I mean, yeah. So as far as stocks here with like opportunity, I mean, ABV here, you know, it's still kind of working its way up. Could see a nice move coming soon. You can see this trend line kind of like that, you know, so we could get a little dip down to like 88, set stops below 87 for a move to like 94, 95 in that range. REGN here, it's kind of just selling off down below these moving average lines, right? It hasn't been doing too much. We could see a little bit of some price support in this range where it's hit it a couple days in a row for a turnaround. The only issue is you guys can see these wicks, right? These wicks are what we call, you know, they're selling pressure. So, you know, I personally would wait for like confirmation or a trend line to form with a minimum of 3 touches. Then you could go in on a position like that. You know, ALC hasn't been doing much. Almost had that breakout above the 200. EFX here, similar situation, selling off down below the 200A. Hasn't been doing you know, much here. And then as far as like, you know, the scanner goes, we do, I know some of you guys took a trade on this on OSCR, didn't pan out. It's working its way up here today. You know, the daily here, this one here was risky because it dipped below these moving average lines. And normally anytime a stock does that, it could be a possible trend reversal. FLS here popping up a little bit. Some of these are starting to move up. Let's see. I want to look at the hourly on some of these. So this one here, finally above these moving average lines. Not super good. I mean, this one here, oh man, this thing. I watched this thing this morning, and it's funny because I was looking at this and I was looking at AMD, just going, okay, because I saw the heavy amount of support this stock had in that hourly range, right? Pretty much since the past like month or so, it's been hard support at the 775 range, right in this range. So I saw this thing today and I thought, okay, if we could get a move going up, you know, that would be good. And obviously I didn't punch it and buy some, but it's just funny to look at. See right here, 93, set stops at 89 for a move up to 101. Hourly looks not too bad, right? Heavy support in this range for sure. Right, heavy support in here, entering at 93, stops below 90 for a push up to, the 102 area. Not too bad. If you guys are watching, make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that like button. I see we're only at 2 likes. And if you guys want to learn more about swing trading, check out our school. It's called Swing Trading Masterclass. You guys can get 50% off by using code Halloween. So check that out and check out our new channel as well. I put it in the chat a little bit ago. But yeah, if you guys have any stocks here, let me know. We're also going to be doing a separate video this afternoon on Google. So stay tuned for that, guys. Google released their earnings, and this thing has not cooled down at all. You know, it's approaching, as of right now, the 180 level, which is an astonishing move. What's up, Luke? What's up, Luke? But this thing's approaching the 180 level, so we could see a little bit of some resistance up there, you know, in this range here. So. But yeah, but we'll end it here though, guys. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. So we'll see you guys. Hit that like button, subscribe, check out our school, check out our new channel, whole bunch of fun stuff. So.